going on, everybody? It's your big bro Trend, man. Doing my typical morning stroll. But I had something come on my mind this morning, and I've been thinking about this for a long time. But I think it's time that we address this now, because it's still just out of hand, man. There's still a lot of people, who just don't get it. They just don't get it. And I feel for these people, because they are my people, just like they are your people, if you know what I mean. But this is a message to all my Christian folk out there. Now, let me go ahead and clear it up before it become evil that I don't say this, but I am a Christian. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, but I'm also spiritual too. I was raised in the church. I was baptized in the pulpit a couple times. Every Sunday went to church. So the church is still in me. It'll always be in my heart. But the thing is this, man. And maybe you can relate to. I need y'all to speak up in the comment section at the bottom, man, because I already know there's gonna be some people down in the comment section that still just don't get it. They still gonna talk their talk and walk they walk. So I need y'all to just back me up a little bit in the comment section. But anyway, listen, man, this is what I'm saying. Me personally, I don't go to church anymore like I used to. I used to always try to go to church and find God. And it did help me. Don't get me wrong. I'm the way I am today is because of church. But I kind of shied away from going to church because, I could look around and I could just see so many things that to me, it just didn't line up with what I felt God meant or it was all about. You know what I mean? Like, let me cross this street real quick, y'all. I don't want to get hit while I'm talking on this phone. But anyway, like I'm saying, man, I just started to see stuff with my own eyes after a while versus, listening to what somebody else thinks, or, listening to my pastor all the time and just letting him tell me what God should be. I kind of grew up, spiritually, to be able to teach my own self that, what God meant to me. I find comfortability of reading the Bible in my own home, or turning on TV and watching TD Jakes at my own home on my cell phone. I find comfortability in it. I personally don't feel like you need to go around a whole bunch of people to be a believer in God. You know what I mean? But to each his own. Some people believe that that's how you get down when it comes to worship. But I personally don't believe that's required in order for you to please God. You know what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I'm making this video, man, because I still see the same problem that was going on back in biblical times with Jesus, man. I see Christians against Christians. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I don't want to say this, but man, some Christian folk are the most hatefulest people and the most judging people it is out here today. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can be some of the most cruelest, most hating, the most judgmental people out here. And it shouldn't be like that. And it reminds me of the stories in the Bible where when Jesus came into the world, everybody was hating on him because he was working miracles. Oh no, he think he the son of God. Who he think he is? He over there performing miracles. No, who you think you like? You know, it's the same thing that's going on today with Christian folks. Christian folks, most Christian folks don't do nothing but they if they feel like you got something good going on for yourself, or you good with God, or your life is going good, they automatically try to compare you to scriptures. Are you sure you doing God's work? Are you about God, or are you about money, Trend? No, I'm about putting the provisions that the world has stolen from us back into the hands of God's people. You can't even get a new car without somebody judging you. You can't even go buy a new house without somebody saying you were sleeping with everybody for it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just really tired of it. You know, as a Christian, as a believer, you got to be spiritual at the same time. You have to be spiritual. You have to have the spirit of discernment. It's not your job to go around condemning people and telling them they're going to go to hell. And you know what I'm saying? Christian folks telling other Christian folks, you're going to go to hell and that's not of God. And, you know, throwing up scriptures and on people's channels and stuff at the bottom, trying to condemn them and judge them and trying to cancel them out. That's not right. God said he the only one that can judge. Man don't have a right to judge people. Now unless you a criminal and you did something bad to somebody and you go to court. That's law. But I'm just saying, man, I'm tired of seeing Christian people bash other Christian people because they doing God's work. So what? They doing it their way. They doing it the way they want to do. You know, I got my own beliefs about certain things that I'm interested in, but I don't never call nobody out. You feel me? I don't call nobody name. I don't go to nobody establishment, or I don't go to nobody's channel and try to make them look bad in front of everybody just to make myself look good. And that's what a lot of Christian people do. You know, and that's like I said, man, when I used to go to church, I always felt like after a while, man, I was a quiet one in church when I went to church. I was just sitting there listening, bro, taking notes like my mama used to taught me to do. Just taking notes, bro, chilling. I ain't had to holler and hoop and holler and shout, bro. I ain't had to do none of that. I was understanding it from a spiritual point and just sitting there chilling. I used to wonder, why is people so... I mean, I understand you feel good, but I'm like, why they do? What's the point when you just gotta sit and listen to the word? What's the point in trying to show? Is it a competition in here? People trying to show people that they more closer to God or something? And like I said, I always felt like being a Christian, man, it was like a competition. Like, why we always got to put on buy new clothes and all this stuff just to go worship God? Why we got to do all that when I can just throw some shorts on and a t-shirt? Who am I really impressing? Am I impressing God, or am I impressing people? And it just never really set right with me, man. So that's why I started doing stuff. I started studying myself, learning for my own self. And you should be doing the same thing too. Now, I'm not on here bashing Christian people, but I'm just saying it's kind of like immature because it's so many people out here like frustrated on their own, believers in God, and the very people that say they believe in God too can't even reach out and give them a helping hand. But they call themselves Christian. They call themselves God lovers, right? But the person who God got a vision for, they don't even want to look out for you. They don't even care, bro. They don't even care. It's sad, man. And like I said, man, it's like, and that's the reason why the church is not in the position that it needs to be in today, is because it ain't, you got people that's a part of the church, they mad at somebody else because somebody else doing the work of the Lord. Like it's a competition or something. Like Like, oh, how you can do that? I'm God believing. Like, are you from God? Do we serve the same masters? Like, listen, man, it ain't no different if God, what if you was born into a Buddhist family and you was in India? Does that make you different than a Christian? You know what I mean? What if you was born, what if you was born into being what they call them, like a Jew or something? Does that make you better than a Muslim? Does that make you better? Like, you know, I'm just saying. It's childish, man. It's like we still nitpicking and kick-cacking and tic-tacking because of somebody's status and shit. Like somebody's doing better than somebody else, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody's, you know, being more successful doing God's work than the next person. And it's like, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to have, like, it's just crazy. It's the same things what Jesus went through back in the days that most Christian folks that's going through this feel. It's the people hating on people because he over there doing the works of the Lord. Where they do that at? And then, you know, and like I be saying, y'all, and then most of them be wondering why they not blessed. Most be wondering why they don't have things. Why the church don't prosper. Why they don't really get nowhere in life. It's because they spend most of their time sitting back judging you. That's what they do. They sit back, spend most of their time worried about what somebody else doing. Instead of picking up your own cross and going out here and walking with it. Instead of doing your own thing and building your own stuff up using the word, you know, instead of worried about somebody else and what they doing and how they doing what God put in their heart to do. And I'm just tired of seeing it, man. That's why I'll be scared to call myself a Christian sometimes, because it's like, okay, you call yourself a Christian, that's bad. Somebody gonna judge you for that. You can't say, oh, Trent, I like the message, but you didn't say Jesus' name. You didn't see all my other messages then. Oh, well, why are you saying, why are you talking about space and the stars and the universe? Because that's what we look at every single day. And it's like I said, it's just, it's funny. Like the same God made the sun, the moon, the stars, and the ocean, and the depths of the ocean, and every animal in it. But it's like when you start talking about that real stuff, like in real life, it's like all of a sudden it's witchcraft. You can't read no other books. You can't read no other inspirational books. All of a sudden it's evil. Man, people gotta wake up, man. People just gotta wake up, man. And you know, that's why I do what I do. You know, because these are my opinions, and I know good and well I got God in my heart. I couldn't have got this far if I didn't. He's looking down on me right now. But guess what? That don't mean somebody gotta agree with me. I understand that. They don't gotta agree with you. But it's just like Christians gotta stop being against Christians. Stop being so quick to throw a Bible verse up because somebody's message or something. Stop using the Bible as a weapon on other people. You're not God. Only God can judge you. You know, that's the difference between religion and spirituality. Religion people, they religious. It's kind of hard to deal with them because it's like you can't do certain things around them because that's not what they do. You know, you eat a certain food and you try to be healthy and the word holistic come up. They be like, oh my God, that's not God's work. Holistic, that's that new age stuff. No, that's just the word that they use for people that want to be healthier. People getting tired of eating fried chicken and pork and getting diabetes. People trying to be healthy nowadays. They want an avocado. They want some protein. You know what I mean? It's just immature. You know. You can't study nothing else outside of the Bible. I want to study about animals and biology. What's so wrong with that's God too? Can't study mathematics and numbers. Oh, if we start studying numbers like a mathematician or something, that's the devils. That's new age stuff. Man, the whole Bible is based on scriptural numbers and numbers everywhere. God's always talking about repeating numbers and stuff in the Bible. Do you read yours? Can't even study numbers, can't study plants. I want to learn about this bush right here. What kind of bush is that? Nobody ever taught me about plants and trees. That's the Christian, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. It's just immature, man. You know what I'm saying? The temple of God is within us, man. You ain't gotta go around hating on people and being mad at other people because they doing what they love to do. Find out, pray to God what he wants for you to do. You can do the same thing somebody else doing. You know, you ain't gotta try to judge somebody and tell them they going to heaven or hell, or, you know, because they just doing something that they passionate about and that they love to do. You know what I'm saying? Let people be themselves. Let people be people, man. But anyway, man, I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about that, man, because it was on my spirit this morning, because I seen somebody post something on somebody's page, and it made me feel kind of sorry for them because they was just doing something that they love to do. And here comes a so-called Christian, and they was heckling them and throwing them shade and stuff on their page. And I'm just like, wow, I don't know what that feel like, because I had that happen to me several times, you know. And I'm a person of love. So let's stop judging people who doing God's work, that what it means for them, man. And be more spiritual, man. So that's my message for the day, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned, because I got some powerful videos I'm about to drop in the next few hours. Make sure that y'all come into the live chat today. I will be streaming live. Shouts out to all my exclusive members out there. I got an exclusive live video coming for y'all too, particularly for y'all. If you on my exclusive team, if you want to watch my exclusive video on live today, plus the regular one, make sure you click that join button beside the subscribe button, and you can join and have access to the live stream today. I'm going to be bringing people in on it, split screen live. You don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be beautiful. Shouts out to all my people for crypto. We got a meeting tonight on go-to meeting. Hope y'all got that email. Again, man, make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all be love, man. Be love, not hate, man. We need more love in the world, man. Peace.